Hello, my fierce and feeling Cancer. This is Amanda from Journey in the Stone, and I am here to do your September 2022 reading. We're just going to get a look on how things are winding down for you in August, and what to expect in September, and what to expect as you are leaving September. This has been an emotional summer for you. I mean, Cancer emotions, I get it. But I feel like there's an element of preciousness about this summer that I feel like you're feeling a little sad that it's going to be coming to a close. There's something that took place over the last month, 2 months, that has endeared this particular summer to your heart. Maybe it's watching the children play. Maybe it's a child leaving the nest. Maybe it's the budding of a relationship, or the passing of a loved one. I don't know, but I'm feeling as though you're already starting to miss the summer fun and the summer vibes. But we're going to get more information on that right now. This message is for my Cancers in September 2022. Timing is just a construct. This may or may not apply for the time that you find it, and this message may or may not be for you. If it is, I'm so glad you're here, Cancer. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. This summer's been significant for you. You may have gotten married. A child may have graduated high school. You may have experienced quite frankly, a spiritual awakening or revelation. There's a lot of nostalgia here. Definitely. A lot of precious energy between loved ones and the home. There may have been a marriage, or maybe that a child is leaving home. I know I keep saying that. There is like you're a little bit out of sorts. You know, fortunately, I see water here, but I feel like there is a departure, and it's got you a little bummed out. And maybe it's just the departure of summer. I mean, you are a precious crab. It's crab season here in Washington. I think you're moving out of an age of innocence, or you've witnessed the sudden growth of someone, and well, you're imprinting this time into your soul and heart in such a way, because you know that time is fleeting. You're very sensitive at this time. You're not sad. You're really full of gratitude. But certainly, even with gratitude, we can become very emotional, and I do feel like you are sensing the completion of a cycle. Okay, so that's kind of where things are ending for you in August, going into September. But we're going to see what September itself is bringing to Cancer energy. I think that you're looking forward to this summer also kind of wrapping up. I know you're going to miss certain parts of it, but I also think that you're like over the emotional stuff of it. You know, like you're kind of ready to get back to work. Bottom of the deck. Okay. So I think there's going to be a little bit of a fog lingering into September. You're going to have a lot on your mind. I feel like you're thinking a lot about personal transformation, you know. I think perhaps you've been really preoccupied, and it's really time to heed the call here. We have the Eight of Wands with the Judgment reverse. There's a certain calling in you, and it's now like rapid fire coming at you. You really can't ignore it anymore. I think that you're going to be shaking up the foundation of your life a little bit. But I think it's because you're seeing things really clearly. You know, you need to make personal investments in yourself. You invest heavily in others. You have invested heavily in others. And what I'm seeing for you this month is a strong and compelling urging to invest in self. To create a happy self. I mean, you're happy. You're like so happy you cry. But I think you recognize you've put a lot of energy into a person, place, or thing. You've put a lot of energy into a cycle that is completing, and you're like, what now? And what now is you. What can Cancer expect for the end of September? As they are moving out of September, what can they expect to have understood, gained in knowledge, wisdom, etc. for Cancer? I love it. Oh, okay. Well, those two wanted to come out, and I can't stop it. Okay, well, look at what we have back at the bottom of it. Well, I guess it makes sense. Right. I think this is really driving home the point that there's a need to focus on some element of self here. So towards the end of the month, you can expect certain communications to come through that. Well, I mean, there's no great way to say this. I feel that you will be confronted with a challenge of sorts. Now, this doesn't have to be some bad dramatic thing. I think that you may have to deal with someone's attitude, or, you know, your wish for somebody conflicting with their actions. You get so heavily invested in others and in your children, and you keep your shit together so much while on the inside you're crumbling. I don't feel like this tower is something that's going to blow up your world. I feel like this is an internal, like, dismantle of certain ideals about a situation. I think by the end of September, you're gonna find a level of acceptance. Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're gonna let other people fight their battles, which is good. Do that, okay? It's time to make a more heavy investment in self. It's challenging for Cancer because you're very invested in family, friends, and certain situations. But what I'm seeing is what is going to come to pass, you're not going to be able to control. I don't think it's going to be awful. I just think it's going to be a challenge for you not to try to take control of a situation that is not yours. But that is what's going to come up. We're going to get some advice for Cancer in September 2022. Advice for Cancer 2022. Advice for Cancer. Let it go. It's not your battle. You can love, support, cheer on. You could spy. You could do all the things. But it's not your battle. Okay? I feel like the advice here is don't let the comeuppance of another derail your dedication to self. We all have to learn from the School of Hard Knocks, and bless your precious heart, Cancer. Someone in your orbit has to find out the not so easy way that things don't always go as planned. Your advice is to stay the course with self, okay? Do that, please. because we love you and we need you. All right, Cancer, September 2020, September 2022, there's going to be some personal evolution. Stay the course. Focus on self. You had a precious summer. It's nearly over, and it's time to begin a new cycle, okay? Bye.